Thank you for the question. How will I define leadership? Leader, I can say leadership is not the way you dress or do anything, but leadership is showing the way to others.
And they're bringing on the table and working on them. Body who is assertive, because as a leader you'll get to hear complaints left, right and center, and everybody may not agree with the decision that you're making. So leadership is all about listening and serving people, then complying to what you feel is necessary and not agreeing to that which you feel is not necessary, but it's basically serving the people and being there.
Yes, thank you. It's a nice question. So, to me, leadership in simple terms, leadership is about service. And service is about passion and humility. You can't lead a group of people if you can't be humble, if you're not passionate about it, and if you can't serve. You need to lower yourself to the level of the people you're serving so that you'll be able to understand their issues, their problems, and be able to sit and analyze and come up with possible solutions. Thank you.
Thank you. Zahura.
Okay, to me, a leader is a person who knows the way, follows the way, and makes sure that people follow it. You have to be the role model of those people that you're serving. To me, a leader is the dealer of hope. You have to bring hope to those people that you're serving, because sometimes you're serving people who are hopeless and you are also hopeless. So I don't think if that's good. So as to me, a leader is the one who can bring hope, is the innovator of good ideas, great ideas. You have to be the leader. You want to be the change that you wish people to see in the world. So to me, that's how I can define leadership.
Okay, thank you so much. And now on matters concerning the students, each one of you vied with a vision. Each one of you has their own manifestos, and you have assessed yourself and you have what you want to bring on the table. So kindly, Hamida, we start with you. Tell us your main manifesto and how you plan to implement it.
Thank you for that once more. As I just sat down and saw that I should be the vice president of Mount Kenya University, is because I saw some challenges that comrades are undergoing, and I saw that I can get a way to help them pass through the challenges without straining hard. Me as a vice president, my main manifesto is to initiate an initiative known as Jenga Comrade. This initiative have 3 main points. The first point is the Sisi kwa Sisi financial kit. This kit will help these needy comrades within the Mount Kenya University. Not everyone in this institution can pay their fees on time. Some of the comrades, even me, when I was in my 1.1, I could not sit for my exam because of fee. Now, I sat down and saw that when I get that opportunity to be at the Mount Kenya University Vice Presidency office, I can walk to the public offices, that is the government offices, with a request for them to help us raise funds for some comrades, not some, the needy comrades who need their fee to sit for the exam, because we have the gate restrictions. And there is a way you can do that. You come and do your cuts. It's good you do your cut and you not sit for exam. Then you be in Mount Kenya University for more than 5 years. You're supposed to be here for 3 years. If I get the needy comrades, help them pay their fee, and they'll sit for their exams on time through me as a vice president, and with my team to walk to the public offices and request for support from them. That is the first one. The second one, it hits the girl child. Through our main group, that is the Viewpoint, I always go through the chats, and at times you find there are some screenshots of ladies asking for at least 20 bob to get their pads. I'll introduce something known as My Period, My Pride for the ladies. There are those ladies get that they cannot even afford a pad that is, the cheapest is 50 bob. They cannot afford it. This one will go to them, will find a way to bring the pads to school, educate the ladies, educate them, and then give the pads to them for free, so that as they bleed in dignity. And the third one is the Mount Kenya University Vice President Office, in partnership with the food processing companies around Thika. In Thika, we have a lot of companies and they process food. Most of the comrades in Mount Kenya University, they say Quinama. Most of them personally have enamored for long. Now, these companies, they have to advertise their goods. Yes, that one will be for their benefit. What will be for the benefit of the comrades? When they come with their goods at the school, the comrades will know them. They'll have to give us at a very cheaper price, or if God touches their heart, they give us for free for the comrades. And then lastly, for our comrades' welfare, I'll do my best to at least have a hostel walk at least twice a semester or thrice, so that I can check on what should be made for the comrades, being that I'm not inside, but I will be there for them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ameda.
Okay, I'll talk about one manifesto, but it's broad. One is making the office impactful in a way that you are available for all the comrades, just understanding and giving opinions of solutions to the comrades is leading by an example. Secondly, I'll talk about the health-wise comrades, making sure, being in collaboration with the school and making sure that the clinic has some good medicine, and also what it takes to complete the clinic as a whole. Because at times, there was a situation where we were in a very critical situation and we needed an ambulance. It took very long, and tell me if it took very long that the critical condition worsened. So tell me if suppose there was a good collaboration with the school, so that maybe there is someone to stay there at night, the situation could have not worsened. So just making sure that the clinic can be accessed at any time, at any day, whether the weekend or weekdays.
Petra, when you talk of good meds, what do you mean? Is the statement ambiguous? Is it supposed to mean something else? Is the medicine there not good, or what exactly do you mean?
Okay, the medicine, I can't say they are bad. They are good, but they are not sufficient. No, there is a small quantity.
Okay.
Yeah, you find out that you can get maybe the painkillers, but some medicine are not available in the clinic.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah. And then being there as an ambassador for the students who are staying in the hostels, making sure that their records are placed down. And also during sometimes we are not all the same, and you find that sometimes maybe some has not paid their fee, the hostel fee, and at times they are being told to go, not to sleep in the hostel but to get out. And remember, they have to pay each semester, each month. So just being there and being protective of the comrades who are in the hostel, and also keeping down the records for future use. The last one is providing a platform for all the male and the ladies so that they can also get a platform where they can talk and also give us the problems that they're facing, so that you can find a solution to all the problems. And lastly, to make sure that the activations are not as many as they are, but rather activations that will help all the comrades. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so you asked about the main manifesto, and I'll get straight to just one main manifesto because we can all have various agendas, but to get straight to my main manifesto is all about fostering the student welfare, because if we all get through the constitution, as a vice president, the main role that you're supposed to be mandated with is basically on matters student welfare. So under the student welfare, there is something called the accommodation and catering to the ladies. Yes, that is one of the main manifestos, by ensuring that everybody lives in a safe environment where all students don't get in contact with the communicable diseases like cholera, and ensuring that hygiene is very, very key and to the point. Another one is all about the issues regarding the students who get bereaved at some point. You know, there are some times when one of us gets bereaved, and when such instances happen, the school basically at times gets the memos to these students, but we need them to be supported, yeah, because we ought to condole with one of us if the family members get bereaved. So under bereavement, yes, we can have organizations where all the students, yeah, through the vice president office, we can support these students when they are bereaved. And then another thing still under that is all about ensuring that everything regarding the welfare of the students is made to the top and everything is catered for, ensuring that all students get served appropriately and all comrades' affairs regarding their accommodation, their environment where they live, issues on matters health, everything concerning their welfare is well fostered and taken care of. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. To get to my manifestos, I'm going to focus on the main thing that really drove me to the seat. I'm going to take you back to our university motto, which is unlocking infinite possibilities. As Mount Kenya University students, apart from just being a representative at the vice president docket, or rather office, I'm a female. I can't only serve ladies and girls in the university. I'm supposed to serve each and every person, including the male gender. Now, what else can you do for the university students apart from just providing sanitary towels and refreshments to them? Because that's something that has been there. That's something that will continue being there unless there is someone who is going to occupy those offices and bring change to the university. I'm going to let you know of my slogan before I jump into my manifesto, which is New Vision, New Direction, and my theme being Transformative Leadership for Change. In that, my biggest, or rather my main manifesto, is providing a platform for change in collaboration with various offices. For example, in collaboration with the President's office, we can bring, or rather we can get into the public offices, which is the government offices. We can talk to them. We at least get some bursaries, or maybe we get some activations or activities that will enable, or rather will make each and every comrade be reliable in a way. The other example is in collaboration with the Office of the Clubs and Associations Coordinator via the Vice President Office. We can ensure that every student in this university has something that will make them at least independent in their various faculties in relation to their causes. Thank you. That's it for now.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So, as my motto is a force of positivity, ready to change words into action. I have many manifestos, almost everything that they have said, because the vice president is the custodian of the constitution, and he's the one to take care of the students' welfare. So amongst the medication, the hostel accommodation, they're amongst my manifestos. But I have these 3 things that drive me. The first one is I would like to start through partnership with the dean, the deputy dean. I would like to start a charitable foundation in MKU. This is a great institution. I've been into various institutions such as the Tomb, Pwani, in Coast. There is that charitable foundation. There is a specific office where students can just go straight. As what my fellow aspiring vice president has said, talking about pads, we can also add soaps. Some students are just there without those basic things. And then one of us has said that accommodation, when you've not paid 1 month, you'll be taken out for. That's not true. I've been there, and that's not happening. So another thing, another manifesto is creating an awareness on the mental health. We have many therapists in MKU, but not every student knows that we have those people who can help them when they have stress. I met one girl who was really crying. I was like, what's up? She had some problems of which I cannot say. And then I told that girl, can you go to FLT 37, you can meet a therapist? And she was like, mi sina hiyo pesa ya kwenda huko. Little did she know that MKU, we have those facilities and they are free. So I've realized that most students do not know that. So I'll create awareness on that we have free therapists who can help students once they have stress. Second thing, about the students' welfare. I've had one of us saying that the partnership will, some food companies will give us free food. No, I don't think so. But the only thing I think is, why don't you think we can initiate those, let's say, hospitality students, those who are doing hospital management, whatever, those cooking, catering, why can't they be given a chance to cook and to get the money for themselves, not for the school, to help them buy some things? So to me, I think those are the key things that I'll be focusing on.
To cut you short, I have a question. Whom specifically amongst them are you addressing about your issue with the hostel and being kicked out in a month's time?
I think it was Petra.
Petra has said that some students are being taken out once they have not paid for 1 month. And I've been living in hostel since when I came in MKU. There was a month I never paid and I was never chased away.
So that's not true?
Yes.
Petra, how would you respond to that?
No, we had 2 months.
That should remain there, actually. Okay, carry on.
I think you got me wrong. I didn't say a month. Yeah. Probably for a semester. Find this semester you have paid, and then the next one, it has, maybe after 2 months or 3 months, you have not paid. They get worried and start looking for you. And then after some time, they just send you. Yeah.
Well, Zuhura doesn't seem to agree with that.
She said a month.
You said a month, but for now you've said 3 months.
Oh, you got me wrong, please.
It's okay. You've said that you might not have paid 2 months, and then you've been taken out. No, as you all know, this is a great institution where you have to pay for something. There is no institution you can stay for more than 5 months. Don't talk about the hostel, the school hospitals, the school hostel, I mean. You can go, even the outside hostel, who can allow you to stay for 5 months without paying and without even communicating? Is that really making sense?
Petra, kindly clear that statement.
Okay, we have better ways of addressing such issues. It won't be nice to send someone out after 3 months that he or she has not paid, but rather taking this person and putting him down and getting to know the root of why the person has not done so, and to know when he or she will pay, or rather, if there is any solution to that, then you can give it out.
Okay, but Petra,
Yeah.
don't you feel like that is a policy? That is a school policy. You can sit, according to our population, we are approximately 22,000 plus. Imagine if a quarter of such students are here, how are you going to sit each one down, tackle individual problems, and get to solving that? And how long is it going to take? Are you sure you're in a position to change school policies?
Okay, not really changing the school policies, but in some cases, we need to come in and assist the student. So
What
tell
is your
me-
strategy on that? How do
Yes.
you intend to come in?
I said, first of all, a leader should be approachable, right? And it's the students who are electing us, meaning they know us better. So if you are in a problem, why not take it to someone who can understand you better? Yeah, so maybe if the case happens, the case of being sent out of the school, maybe the person lives some distance away from the school. If you take him out, at times they don't have fare. Are they going to end up in the street? Will it be nice if they end up in the street? But if you're approachable, then the person, because he elected you for you to work for him, the person can approach you and find a better solution to that, okay?
I think communication is the key. We have the dean of student. If the janitor does not listen to you, you can just go straight to the dean. We have students who have fee problem, and yes, some of them fail to do their exams, but some of them just approach the dean to ask for help, and the school will be there for you. If you have those critical problems which no one can assist you, you can just approach the dean or any other person who can assist you. But I guess you cannot change the policy of saying that students won't be chased away because they have not paid.
Okay.
Hamida, yeah.
Okay, I just have one question to you. Oh, okay, you called us here for a debate. Was it good for an aspirant to question the other aspirant? Nene, what is it?
Yes, it's allowed.
Yeah, it's an engaging forum, so you are allowed to counter your opponents.
Okay, I heard her talking about one of my manifestos that is
Free.
Free food.
Yes.
Yes, it's free food. Will the hospitality student produce the foods and cook for themselves? I said bringing the food to the school
Yes.
so that they can be given to comrades. Not all comrades will be having the money. At the hospitality place we buy food, right?
Yes.
Not every comrade have the money to buy food there.
Yes.
Some comrades stay out.
Yes.
Some of them stay at the Runda everywhere. They have to cook at their place. Most of them like their own food.
It's okay.
Those who are free to buy there will buy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You say that some companies will give free foods. Can you mention 3 companies
As-
that can process food and come to MKU and give free food to the students?
Yes. It is this way.
Yes.
I said at some points, if God touches their heart.
So we are working
So,
on possibilities
No,
here.
get this
So you're
one.
not really sure
Get
about
this
So the
one.
possibility is zero.
Okay, let us finish a statement. You're
I
not,
said-
Hamida, you're not sure.
Yeah, okay, let me explain. I said these companies need to how do we call it? To advertise their food. Get that they produce a food, but it is not well known. When they bring them to school and give us at a subsidized price, if they come to school at several times,
Yes.
they can at times this steam company hapa hivi Makongeni, they produce steam, they can bring here. There are those steams that cannot be sold, but they are just good. It is approved by the kids. They can give us.
Do you have a strategy to approach those companies to come
Yes,
to
I have.
Kindly share it with us.
I have connection with the companies. Some of my relatives stay there. They work there. So if I approach them, they'll just have to.
But
do that.
Hamida, is this policy really applicable? Because you're talking about feeding an institution.
Not an institution. I'm not going to feed everybody.
But are you sure are you just going to bring food in the institution
I'll
and
bring-
assume that it's going to only reach the marginalized and leave out the rest of the students?
Okay, I'll bring the food. The activation will be at STC, right?
Okay.
Every student come there. If it's buying, not every student will buy, but someone will be aware that there is something sold there, right? And that needy student, you didn't get that point. right?
How can you differentiate the needy student and the normal comrade? Because they will all be assembled at the STC.
Can't you differentiate?
Yes, I can't. Do you have any measurement to measure that this one is poor, this one is rich?
And when someone approaches you for the same,
If that person approaches you, but the company will be at STC.
who will be hosting the company?
Zuhura, kindly let's hear Quinta. Quinta, you have something to say on this issue?
Quinta, you have no sentiments about this issue. Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, to me,
I asked a question. Who will be hosting the company? Which office?
it's yours.
And
As
who,
you said.
who is very approachable for that? It's me, still. They will approach me to tell me that they want this and
You
this.
know,
What will I do?
you know,
They'll have to get them for free.
You've only given me one food company, which even I don't even know about it.
May I ask
We
you?
have
Okay.
companies. I guess the most companies which will be attending will be the biscuits company, the Indomie company, of which, if you take biscuits, you will not be satisfied with it.
Actually,
So I'm talking about the serious companies that will be attending.
that's
in
good.
MKU.
That's nice. It is my manifesto,
Yes.
and there are some of the things I can't disclose for you. You might go and do it on my behalf.
Actually, I don't
That is
think
what
that's
I
a good
want.
idea.
It is
Because-
transparency, right?
Mhm.
Yes? It is my manifesto, right?
Why are you holding that information?
It is mine.
Okay.
You see?
If you
Now-
never wanted to share, you couldn't have told me.
Now,
Zuhura.
she is an aspirant like me. We are going for the same docket. I've given you the manifesto. I have my companies. If I get to that office, you come and ask me why have I not delivered.
Okay. Thank you for that session. Joy, you have something to add on that?
No.
A different
Okay, you-
issue.
Start there.
Uh-huh.
A question to you. What's your strategy in creating awareness in relation to the counseling going on in school?
The strategy that I'll use to create awareness. I guess I'm in different clubs, as I first said.
Hamida, you have something to say?
Okay. Mhm.
In my first
Okay.
of introducing myself, it's okay.
Okay, you can carry on. Actually, you can carry on.
Okay. Since you wanted transparency and you didn't want probabilities, she guessed.
Okay.
Actually, during vetting, I guess I came with my certificates. If you want to see them, you can follow me.
So the question, Zuhura, was how will you raise the
Yes,
awareness?
the question is how I can create awareness to all the students in Mount Kenya University. The strategy is I am in many clubs in MKU, more than 10 plus. In all the clubs, if I go to the club, I'll just be creating awareness to them that we have therapists in the MKU.
Okay.
Oh,
That-
you have something to say? It's okay. Kindly share this. Something
Continue.
to
Carry on.
Okay, that's nice. Firstly, I'm a counseling psychology student. I'm aware that most students in the university don't know that we are having counselors around. We had a club's exhibition last semester. We tried creating that awareness as counseling psychology students. We faced an issue, which was students are not willing and ready for counseling, most of them. And we have that record. Plus, we forwarded the records to the counselors, school counselors. So, at this point, are you sure that in your creation of awareness that these students are going to be helped? Because most of the students in MKU don't know that we are having counselors. And yet, after creating that awareness, these students, or rather some of them, are not willing and ready for counseling. So how do you think that you're going to assist them?
You're doing psychologist, right?
I'm a counseling psychologist student doing counseling.
You are a counselor.
Let's
You're a counselor.
maximize the use of the microphones, kindly.
You're a counselor.
Yes.
Were you a peer counselor last semester?
Yeah, not last semester.
Kindly
I
use your
was-
mic.
Oh, I was in training in my
last semester but one, so I'm a certified peer counselor.
I'm also a certified peer counselor.
Were
you in the office last semester?
In the office as in?
Yeah.
As in?
In the office to attend to the students, because once you train, you have to be in the office. You choose a day where you can. Which day were you there?
I wasn't there last semester.
You see?
So
you're giving me rumors because I was there and students used to come for therapy session. Most students used to come and cry out for their things. Some of them were really crying. I was there. In fact, you can go and check the records. Every Monday at 10 to 12, I was in the office. So telling me that students do not want to share out their problems, that's a total lie.
You haven't gotten my point.
Yes.
I said most students, in the number that the students don't know that we are having counselors, kuna wenye you're going to create that awareness to them and then they're not willing to go for counseling. How are you going to assist them?
I'm going to assist them because in the office, if you're there, those students, once they come there, you have to tell them, do you want me to assist you or do you need a counselor? Now you don't even know the programs that are going there. Now you're coming to tell us rumors that you have said that students don't want to share out their problems.
Zuhura, kindly, we can't get your answer. Kindly answer directly
Answer
to the question.
Please, Zuhura.
By answering her question, I've said I usually be in the office. Last semester I was there.
It's not what you've been, it's what you're planning to do.
Now those students, once they go there, they will tell the students who are there, the counselors who are there, are telling them more about the therapies that you're having at the school. And I'll also be telling students in different clubs, and I'll be coordinating with every student at Mount Kenya University, different groups.
What is the strategy? What do you want to work with? How are you going to reach all these students who want this help? That is the question.
Through using different club committees members.
Petra seems to have an issue. What is your issue, Petra, before you go on?
It's not an issue, but supporting what Nyamvula said. Yeah, Nyamvula is very true. There are some of the students who are not, they have problems, but are not willing to share. That is very true. I'm also a certified counselor. Yeah, I have a certificate for that. And let me help Zuhura.
Yes.
So one of the things that you were told during my training is getting to reach, if you know the student, getting to reach the friends. They can talk to them better. Yeah.
Okay. Joy?
To defend myself on her statement about rumors, I said we had clubs exhibition semester and we have records.
Okay.
We had a feeling chart, as in where you're able to write how you're feeling. Students were able to write various feelings. You can assist her with a mic to read for us some of the feelings written there. Both positive and negative.
Okay. It's a title on how are you feeling. Discouraged, stressed, happy, sleepy, confused, just there.
Okay, now.
Okay.
So you had the negative statements.
Yeah.
We approached some who wrote negative feelings. We asked them, do you think or are you feeling or rather are you willing to go for counseling? They were like, no, we can't go for counseling. We went further and asked them, why are you doubting yourself if you can go for counseling? We started stating the positive impacts of them being cancelled, but still they were like reluctant. So we had scheduled some meetings with them and some of the counselors that were present on the ground that day, and they said they were going to make a follow-up on these certain students, and that's one of the strategies.
Okay. So let's shift gears a bit.
Okay,
and
before we shift,
okay.
Quinta, everyone has talked about mental awareness.
Yeah,
apart
sure.
from you.
And you've not told us anything about it.
Please.
What is your views on this session?
Okay, so basically my view about the mental awareness, it is true that all of us are seated here, but all of us have challenges. And then what we can do about these challenges is basically, as yourself, you're the one who knows whatever you're going through, you know whatever thing you're facing. it is your mandate to make sure that at least you try and get assistance from the relevant authorities. Now, by doing this, you can only create awareness and educate people on the importance of having good mental health, but you cannot force somebody to come out and tell you their challenges. So it's upon somebody by themselves to decide to go to the counselors and talk to them. It is true to say that most of the students don't know that there are counseling officers within the university, but by ensuring that at least they are told about these sessions that we have within the university, and at the end of the day, it is a person's responsibility. I cannot force somebody, like let's say Liz, who is our coordinator, I can't force her to come to the office so that she talks. It's a personal decision. But creating the forums on informing them about all this, it is necessary, but it is up to somebody to say whether they feel exhausted, tired, depressed, or something. So you forced me to talk about this.
Yes.
Definitely.
I'm sure it's been an intense session. Please, let's internalize on whatever we've said. So we're going to take a very short commercial break. Kindly sort out yourself. We'll be right back. Remember to keep following us on YouTube at Talanta MKU, Facebook at MKU Radio. In studio, we are having the beautiful ladies aspiring to be the vice chairpersons in the Mkusa 2025. We'll be right back.
The home of internationally recognized education.
We are Malawian students studying at Mount Kenya University.
We are students from Uganda.
I'm a student from Angola.
We believe in making university education affordable and accessible. We will enable you achieve your career goals. Join us today and let us turn your ambitions into reality. Mount Kenya.
Hi. Do you listen to radio? Okay, the Journalism Club is running an online radio. It is called MKU Online Radio, and they go live on their Facebook page. It is
MKU Online Radio.
Yeah, and they have interesting shows on any topic of your interest: sports, politics, fashion.
Wow.
Yeah.
This looks interesting. I try it out.
You better.
Okay.
Catch us live on Facebook at MKU Journalism Club every Thursday and Friday, and other platforms too. Remember, MKU Radio, facing your airwaves.
Mount Kenya University, Rwanda is a campus of Mount Kenya University, one of the largest private universities in East and Central Africa. It traces its roots to 1996, when its founder, Professor Simon Gisharu, a career educationalist, started a computer outreach program targeting unemployed youth in rural Kenya. The outreach program equipped youth with computer skills, which was badly needed at that time when the country was undergoing computerization. In 1995, Professor Gisharu was awarded a scholarship by the British Council to study entrepreneurship and enterprise management in the United Kingdom, UK. While there, he witnessed the desire young Africans harbored for quality higher education. Some of the Africans who were not on scholarship encountered many financial challenges as they combined work with self-sponsored education, which was affordable to many. He vowed to do something about it in the future. He established Mount Kenya University, a name he derived from the tallest mountain in Kenya. It was accredited by Kenya's Commission for Higher Education. It was awarded a full charter by Kenya's then President, Mwai Kibaki, confirming it as a fully fledged institution of higher learning. The university has grown from strength to strength, establishing campuses in major towns in Kenya as well as in Somaliland and Rwanda. Motivated by his former biology teacher, Peter Clever Nyombaire, Professor Gisharu established the Rwanda campus. The Rwandan journey started in 2008 when Mount Kenya University entered into an MOU with Rwanda Tourism College, now known as University of Tourism and Business, UTB, to offer its degree program in Bachelor of Business Information Technology, BBIT, to deserving students who had pursued a higher diploma in IT at Kigali Institute of Technology, KIST. The partnership came after the university was getting frequent inquiries from Rwanda after advertising in the country's media houses. Most of the inquiries were written in Kinyarwanda or French. The courses were mainly diploma programs in health sciences. Members of TIT visited the country and discovered there was a great demand by the youth to acquire quality education. The country was on an upward trajectory after a difficult past. Through a local contact, TIT management met Dr. Zulfat Mukarubega, founder and legal representative of Rwanda Tourism College, which was launched in 2006. Dr. Zulfat was well versed with the Rwanda education system and agreed partnership with Mount Kenya University. In the course of discussing the partnership, TIT graduated into a university after it was given a letter of interim authority. Professor Stanley Wawudo, the then Vice-Chancellor, represented the university. It was good news for Rwandan students who would enroll through RTUC since they could acquire international degrees from Kenya. There was also a big demand for a number of undergraduate.
Hello, my fellow comrades. My name is Joyna Mvula, Dodipo Petra, pursuing Bachelor in Education Science,
And I'm an aspirant in the Vice President docket.
and I'll be attending the grand debate,
Organized by the Mount Kenya University journalism students.
and I hope to see you there.
I'll be attending.
See you there.
Thank you.
Yes, we are back in this studio. I don't know whether it's hot or it's just the beauties here we're having, but welcoming you back to this interview. We're having the Vice Chairperson's aspirants here in studio aspiring to be the next face of Mkusa 2025. This production is being brought to you by Talanta MKU as per produced by Rising Tide Media Crew.
Welcome back. This is the Mkusa interview for the VC ladies who are aspiring for that docket, and let's jump right into it. And Hamida, what valuable contribution will you bring to the Students' Council if you get into office? Use the mic kindly.
You said?
The valuable contribution you'll bring to the Student Council if you get into office. So you've not thought about it?
I have to figure out my statement.
You have to think about your statement. Are you not sure of the things you're going to do when you get into office? That valuable contribution.
I said figuring out, not thinking.
But at this stage, Amida, you're supposed to have figured out everything. We are only a week to elections, and you want to tell me that people will elect you while you've not figured out what you want to contribute to the student council?
Okay, sorry for that. The valuable contribution I'll bring to the Mkusa Council. Pass.
Okay.
Hamida. Okay. Petra.
Petra, any valuable contribution to the Students' Council?
Okay. One is making the office impactful. The second one is making sure that the welfare of the comrades, as per my work according to the Constitution, is well taken care of. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Quinta, your valuable contribution to the Student Council when you get into office?
To the Student Council in regards of the other Mkusa Council members or to the comrades?
To the comrades and to the council itself.
Okay, so basically for Agunda, what the valuable contribution that I'll bring on the table is basically ensuring that there is something called, I didn't say it, it's called the Noah Comrade Initiative. When I talk about Noah Comrade Initiative, it's still under some of the things. I think the question is basically also regarding the what will you do and what are you going to bring to the students basically and also to the council at large. So under Noah Comrade Initiative, we have several things and I'll just mention them. We have something under health literacy. We have quality medical assistance to the students, and we have the third thing, which is better coordination of services on matters regarding accommodation to all students. And also, as a vice president, yes, I'm a representative of the ladies, but I'm there to represent all people and to also ensure that my other student council members' welfare is catered for. Thank you.
Thank you. Joy?
Thank you so much. In relation to what I said earlier on, my aim, or rather what I'm
Kindly use the mic.
My aim, or rather what I'm bringing, is to provide a platform for change in this institution. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, the value that I can bring to the comrades, first, they will be mentally stable. Second, about the charitable work, people will feel like the needy students will be helped. And then I'll bring inclusivity to every comrade in the regime, because the vice president is the custodian of the constitution. You have to make sure that all the other leaders who have been elected, because they go by the constitution. So I'll make sure that every leader is there, they're accountable, transparent, and responsible.
The two ladies here don't seem to agree with that, Zuhura, about bringing mental health as a valuable thing to the Mkusa Council.
Well, your statement is kind of ambiguous when you say that every student will be mentally stable. Is it that every student is not mentally stable? Kindly help us understand.
Actually, I've said one of my manifesto is creating awareness on the mental health. It doesn't mean that as we have seated, we are all stable. Actually, according to therapists, as you said that you learned about it, we went for peer counseling session, and you were told that in as much as you think that you are okay, there must be something that is not okay with you, but you cannot realize it. So, by creating the awareness to the students, we'll be able to think clearly, to be clear. I don't mean that everyone is crazy by creating awareness to the students will make the students to be more stable mentally, because every student
The mic.
Because we believe that according to therapy sessions, we believe that everyone is not okay. That's why.
Thank you so much. There was an issue on this docket, this seat. We've seen that most of the people who vie for it are female. And people have been questioning how this is also good and beneficial to the students, because the females are prone to being led by the emotions. And Hamida has demonstrated that right now when she just did answer the question that we posed to her. How are we sure? How do you want the students to trust you if at all you don't want to address them right now?
First of all, I said sorry for not getting the question and not answering instantly.
Okay.
I can say I was not well settled for that. Now, okay, can I answer it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, as I said in my manifestos, that is it was just one manifesto that will help bring a very big impact to the comrades. Coming back to the Mkusa, those are the president and the rest. I'll help them work hand in hand with them to bring the great change that they will want to have in school. Coming to the current question now, that emotions, I don't have emotions, only that you didn't understand that I wasn't well settled for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for clarifying that. You'll be expected to be working under the school chairperson at all times. You also have your own roles to play. And you also be having roles to play to the chairperson and the committee and the students. How are you going to balance this?
Okay, I have many roles to do, but they can't be done at same time. There are always a particular time to do it. So as I know I'll well balance them. They'll come at particular time. You find that when for example, I'll be representing the president on his absences. I can't say that the president will be out when I'm also having some issues to do. Yeah.
Okay, Petra.
Okay, I'll answer the first question, but I think I didn't get properly the second question.
The second question is, how are you going to balance your own leadership, considering that you are being looked upon by so many students, by the council, and also the chairperson is also depending on you? How fit are you? How ready and prepared are you to do all that?
Okay. First of all, to start with the first question about the emotions, I believe one of the qualities of a leader is being able to control your anger. And if you can't do so, then you're not a leader. But at times, it do happen, but I think I can control myself. Yeah. So the second one, balancing. Even right now, I'm a student. Also, some depend on me. And there are also some positions I'm holding at now. And I've been able to balance them. So being a student at the same time being a vice president and also having some other activities to carry outside won't be that difficult to handle. Since when the chairperson is not there, when the the chairperson is not there, then I'll be the one to take in. When he's there, he'll be the one to take care of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so on balancing, basically Agunda will work on planning, because at the end of the day, whatever you plan is how you run your schedule. There are some of the things that will run concurrently. You'll have to handle meetings on committees. You'll have to be there still to serve the comrades. At times you'll find that the president is not around. At times you'll find that there is a comrade somewhere within the university or rather outside having a challenge. So at the end of the day, it's all about planning and working hand in hand with your fellow comrades and the Mkusa Council at large to make sure that everybody is satisfied with the services that we give. So it's basically about having a good plan and having a good strategy team and working with people. Thank you.
Thank you.
On emotions, I'm going to answer it briefly and say that I'm experienced. So I don't think that it's a big deal, because in every field, there are certain times where you find that your emotions get triggered. And if you're well experienced in that field, you'll be able to handle and tackle it. So yeah, on how prepared I am, I'm going to say that as a leader, you need to be having a team. You need to be having people that surround you that are going to help you to manage certain things. In that, as leaders, we tend to be accountable and available. In availability, you need also to be having people on the ground that are going to be your eyes. When you're not there, when you're not available, they'll be collecting data for you, and then giving you feedback and reports. That will be making work a little bit easier for you. So that's how prepared I am.
Thank you. Zohra.
Starting with how to control your emotions as a leader. as a leader, you have to be emotional intelligent. You have to be, because sometimes you have to be empathy, not sympathy. You have to have the knowledge of controlling someone before you. That's why sometimes you can get a leader, let's say they have something has happened, all of them are included, but as a leader you have to stand still, like that emotional intelligence. Then about balancing, the first thing I'll be having a plan, that is a program timetable to follow it. And then once something has happened, let's say I'm not around, that's why as a leader you have to delegate work to your members. You have to work as a team. So I'll include teamwork in my regime so that everything will be run smoothly. Thank you.
Amida, this one is across all of you, but I'd like to start with you. You've talked about working under the chairperson of the council, that is the president. In the event that disagreement arises between you two, how do you plan on making sure that you go around that to ensure a cordial working relationship?
I believe in dialogue. Once there is a disagreement, we are grown up and we'll sit down with the chairperson and discuss on whatever has happened and find a solution for that.
Petra, same question to you.
Communication is the key. You need to talk between the two of you and solve whatever is there between the disagreement that is there between the two of you. And at times, you might not succeed on solving between the two of you. So bring another party that can help you. I think that will work.
Quinta?
Okay, so in case I disagree with my chairperson, what first we'll do is first to understand the cause of the problem, what basically happened. That is basically by talking one-on-one. And in any case, we discuss and try to get a solution to this and it doesn't happen, is when we can invite the third party and getting to also hear the views from the other council members, because at the end of the day, it's all about teamwork. It's all about getting everybody's views on the matter. So me and the chairperson, yes, we can discuss, but at the end of the day, getting views from the other council members is also key. So we'll engage, talk, and also have the views from the other council members.
Thank you.
Thank you. So for me to answer it, I'm going to say it's analysis, sitting and talking, mediation. If we sit down, we talk, we see that we can't personally deal with this issue, then we involve a third party who is a mediator. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Zuhura?
Okay, to me, I believe dialogue works best. There is this quote that says the first problem with all of us, men and women, is not to learn but to unlearn. You know, I believe that I'm not perfect. So once we have a disagreement with the chairperson, we will just have to sit down to unlearn what we learned, because sometimes you learn something wrong. So we will discuss and come up with a strategy, or we will correct it. Once we are not, let's say we've sat down, we've done everything. We've sat down, we've done everything, but there is no change. We can even include the third party to come and assist us.
Okay, thank you so much. Each one of you has given us a snippet of your manifesto. I'm also hoping that you have thought about the security and well-being of the students. Hamida. The security and welfare of the students.
What about it?
What are you intending to do about it?
Oh, personally, I'm intending to enhance the security of the student. Most of the students that are staying outside, away from the school, being that it is always done during the orientation, but I'll make sure it is reinforced into them. Most of them, personally, I'm from Kiganjo. At times I get from school late because of politics, but if it was not for politics, I'm always at home at the right time. So I'll try to reinforce this issue onto them so that they can be well secured when they are going home, since it's always risky, part of Kiganjo and those sides. I cannot.
How will you do it?
By creating awareness, creating an event for that.
Event? What kind of event?
That is in partnership with the Secretary General. we can create a security awareness event for the
But we are all
comrades.
aware. That is why we are discussing it. We have all seen that we are not safe. That is why we need measures to make us feel safe. We are aware.
Yeah, we are aware.
We already are.
So what are these measures that you will take to ensure that this security is beefed up for students who come from far? Because they already know that it's not safe. So what will you do to help the situation?
Okay, what will I do to help the situation of unsafety around the student who stays away from school? Here, I will go in partner, okay, as I've just said, with the Secretary General, and make sure that the securities that is from the police station there are well distributed for the comrades.
Okay, thank you, Petra.
Okay, each semester we normally have new students. So I'm sure they're not, some of them, most of them don't come from Thika, so they're not aware of those, the places that are risky at night. So creating awareness, that is one of them. And then after creating awareness and letting them know the places that are risky at night and even during the day, making collaboration with the SG of Mount Kenya University, the one who will be elected, and also with the nearest police, and making sure that they patrol mostly during the night. That is the time when I know it's very risky. Making sure that they patrol during that time, and also maintaining the security through them and the school, around the school, so that all students can be safe all the time.
Petra, have you started making any arrangements with the law enforcement so that when you get into office it will be just implementing? Have you maybe talked to law enforcement like the patrol base there? Have you visited the area?
Okay, I was once there last semester. Yeah, I was once there last semester, and I believe I know one of the security that I can approach and address the matter to them.
Thank you.
Okay. So on matters security and the welfare of the students still, first you have to know that security begins with you. As a student, you have to know that when it reaches such a time, you have to make sure that you're at home. So it is the responsibility of all comrades and all students within the university to make sure that they leave the school at early hours and ensure that they are safe. But besides this, we can also work with the police stations around to ensure that they patrol during the late hours in the night. And when these people who go hand in hand picking things from the students and harming them, they get handled in the right way by the police stations around. And through this still, we can also work hand in hand with the security chair. That is through maybe there is Mr. Douglas there at gate A, the office at the security there. They've always worked hand in hand with the gate men, the people who watch at the gates, and they ensure that these gates are always closed by 10, and they still patrol outside the gates to ensure that everybody when they're leaving home, they are safe. So security begins with the comrades, but still we'll have to make sure that the police within the police stations around areas where the comrades stay, they work hand in hand with the school. That is through the office of the security managers to ensure that all comrades are safe. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I believe that security is very key, and yes, if you're not secured, you are not at peace, like, at all. From my definition of leadership, I say that leadership is about service, and you have to lower yourself to the level of the people you're serving, so that you are able to understand their issues and be able to provide possible solutions. Back to what I said earlier, was that you need to have a team that's going to help you and at least try to make work easier. I can give an example. I've planned to be having a team that will be around school, because obviously being in such a seat, you won't always be there. You won't always be around school. You won't always be updated. If you don't have a team working with you, helping you, you won't know what people are facing, if they are well fed, if they are, maybe the washrooms are not okay and such things. So like, you need to be having a team. I'm planning on having a representative from the vice president docket within school for example, one representative in the ladies' hostel, the other one in the men's hostel, and the other one just an overall supervisor who will be collecting data from maybe the school clinic, just around making sure that things are not okay, and if they are not, I'm updated.
But Joy, how does that solve the security issue? Because how does that team help solve the security issue? Because I'm struggling to get your point about the security.
That team will be able to collect data. Immediately a crisis occurs, I'll be informed, I'll be aware, and I'll be able to reach the people who should be able to assist. Like, for example, the police stations, the Secretary General, if he's not around. So simply that office, since it's supposed to cater for the students' welfare, I also need to be updated of what's going around so that I can also assist my fellow Mkusa Council members.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, about the unsafety of the students, I can say that for now, inside the school, it's minimal. Starting with the hostel, it was just last semester where there was this boy who came. He had issues with his girlfriend, so he came direct to the hostel. He had a knife actually, so he had already entered in the hostel. I was even shocked because in a spur of a moment, the security was there. Trust you me. In a spur of a moment, the boy was caught, so he was taken to the
holding area.
He was taken to that office and actually to the police station. So I can say that I can agree with what Agunda said, that your security is your responsibility. That if inside the school the security is okay, now we are working with the outside. And most people who are complaining, they talk about late hours, like 10. So I'll create awareness on that students, you have to understand that late hours are not good for us as comrades. And then apart from that, working hand in hand with the security of our school, the security of our school has direct contact, has direct information. They can give direct information to the nearest police station, because most students who are just taken here, they're taken direct to the nearest police station. So I'll work hand in hand with the internal security together with the outside nearest police station to assist me in that.
Thank you so much. Another question. We already having the campaigns. They've already started. Hamida, let's start with you. Tell us how well prepared you are and how budgeted you are and who's helping you through it.
Okay, I'll start with how budgeted I am. I'm now seeing a call for my financial manager, so I'm well budgeted for that. How prepared I am. I have a good team who are helping me. Right now I'm here for campaign. For the interview. We started our campaigns yesterday. I was pinning some posters, but they ran out. Now there are a team who are outside going for them. There's a team that are inside here helping me to meet my delegates, and there is a team also that is helping me to create ground awareness for that. How budgeted I am, I've just answered. I just have a very good amount, which I will not mention here. I have a very good amount that will help me through the journey until on Friday next week.
Are you doing this individually or you're being funded?
I'm funded by my parents.
Okay, thank you. Petra?
Okay, I started my preparations back last semester, and I can say up to now I'm well prepared. And to begin with the team, I have a team that is helping me to source the delegates and also to make them aware of what they have to do, since we have new delegates, to tell them of what they have to do, what it takes to win a delegate. Secondly, financially, I think I'm stable. I'm not working, but I have people, I have guardians who are funding me.
Yes, so the campaigns are the sweetest part of this race, basically, because that is where you get to have your supporters come on the ground and make those noise for you. So I've gathered supporters. I started gathering my supporters from last semester, and right now is basically working on the ground and telling everybody that Agunda is the next vice president. So on the budget, I already have my funds for the campaigns. It's just about dispersing them and using them where they are necessary. I sourced all these funds from my family and friends, and even from supporters from outside the university. That still I did the last semester, so I was well prepared for this. And now,
carry on.
yes, and now we are actually waiting for the campaigns to end and we proceed to the elections. So if everything goes well, then basically I believe that all is going to go according to God's plans, and at the end of the day, things are going to succeed, and if God allows, then Agunda is going to be the next vice president.
You're talking about dispersing funds, dispersing your budget. Are we anticipating claims of bribery or?
No, it's basically, when I talk about that, it's basically it basically means, okay, like to the comrades, I know they understand what I mean, but it basically means using these funds where necessary. Yeah, maybe.
Where is that place where
necessary? Like right now we have to. Okay, so let me just explain. Like right now we have already done the banners here. At times, like yesterday it rained, so you find that some of the posters were washed away. You still have to go print some of those posters. Yeah, so that is where we are going to spend the funds. And even during the campaign, in the evening, for those reflectors that people wear, some of them get lost at the end of the day, so you still have to get new ones. That is what I mean.
Fair enough.
Okay, thank you. On how well prepared I am, I'm going to say that if someone decides to start a race, you need to plan for it. And it's evident. I decided to go for this race and I planned for it, and yes, I'm prepared. On funds, I'm also prepared. So thank you. Both.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So how prepared I am? To me, I can say I'm very much prepared because I started planning for this since last year. As I've said earlier, I'm very enthusiastic in leadership. So once I was elected as a delegate, I just started planning for myself to become the aspiring vice president. Okay. So on that, I'm prepared. And on the budget, I can say that it's kinda enough because I can't say that I'm stable financially. I'm not working. To me, I work as a team, as I've said. Teamwork is mostly included in my team. So my friends, they assisted me in that.
Thank you so much, Zubera. Due to time, you know you're having other engagements. We're taking a 1-minute recess. We'll be right back to get the questions from the audience. We'll be right back. Keep it tuned.
We are the home of internationally recognized education.
We are Malawian students studying at Mount Kenya University.
We are students from Uganda.
I'm a student from Angola.
We believe in making university education affordable and accessible. We will enable you achieve your career goals. Join us today and let us turn your ambitions into reality. Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities. We are the home of internationally recognized education.
We are Malawian students studying at Mount Kenya University.
are the home of internationally recognized education.
We are Malawian students studying at Mount Kenya University.
We are students from Uganda.
I'm a student from Angola.
We believe in making university education affordable and accessible. We will enable you achieve your career goals. Join us today and let us turn your ambitions into reality. Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities. This is the home of scholars who believe in providing local solutions to global problems. Those who treasure internationally recognized quality university education and view the world as a global village, connected through ICT and cemented through collaboration.
Hello comrades.
My name is Joash Bet.
Hello, my fellow comrades. My name is Joynya Mvula.
Dodipo Petra, pursuing Bachelor in Education Science.
And I'm an aspirant in the Vice President docket.
And I'll be attending the grand debate,
organized by the Mount Kenya University journalism students.
And I hope to see you there.
I'll be attending.
See you there. Thank you.
Yes, we are back, and this production is being brought to you by Talanta MKU as per produced by Rising Tide Media. In studio, I repeat again, we're having the Vice Chairperson's aspirants, and we had a promise that we'll be having questions from the audience. This is their time, and we are going to take our first questions from Collins.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Collins Kiplangat. Okay, I'm Collins Kiplangat, doing journalism in mass and communication. My question is, I'm directing my question to Amida. Amida, I'm seeing you're very much advocating for the girl child. Do you think that boy child has no needs? Wait. Okay, and also to Zuhura. Zuhura, will you use that language which you are using to express your feelings to a fresher who is not aware of even where the FLT or MLT block is? I think that is the question. Thank you.
Each of you has 2 minutes to take us through. Actually, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you for the question. I just said that I read my first manifesto and I have the rest. I think we'll be having another debate on Monday. See you there.
Okay, I'm sorry if I've used a sound which maybe you interpreted it wrongly, but you have to understand that we are born different. And I've said that as a leader, you have to be emotional intelligent. You have to know the people that you're dealing with. So maybe in that tune where you got me talking to a person, it's a very different tone that I will use to another person. Thank you.
Hamid, we have an issue that's arising. You're really holding back on a lot of information, and it feels like you are not trusting yourself well enough. And each one of them, I'm sure they've already worked out their plan. Why are you holding out information? And even if you don't assume this position, that idea can help the person that is going to take over. Why are you being selfish with information?
Thank you for that. I'm not selfish. Sorry. I'm not selfish.
Okay.
But we are going with time. And the manifesto for the boys is very big.
They need to hear it.
But you can highlight some of those main points.
Okay. There is this, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. There is this one thing, it has been going on, of which I'll just continue with it. Creating a day for the boys. It has been there, and I'll also have many more for them. And I'll also create the men's day for them. And in other manifestos too, there is inclusivity. Those other manifestos, I'm not going to only to have the ladies. I'll have even the boys.
Okay, thank you. And now we are going to take our second question from Wamboi.
Thank you very much. My name is Wamboi Mwangi. My first question, I'm asking all of you, why you chose to be a deputy president and not the president himself? Because the way I see it is all ladies. Okay, is it because of fear? Because in many occasions I've gone on to, I've been seeing that ladies don't speak a lot, they speak less. Secondly, are you, all of you, are you accommodative to a man to come to your office, or a man won't be confident to come to your office for his own needs? I hope we are communicating. That question, I'm asking all of you except Zuhura. Why?
Okay, let's start with Joy.
The first two questions.
Yeah, all of them, a minute and 30 seconds, each of you.
Hajauliza la tatu.
The
last question.
Yes, the last one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm trying to ask all of you because Hamida, you said, and I won't agree with you, that dress code won't matter as a leader. But remember, some of us, and it is to three of you, to the four of you, except Zuhura. Why have been seeing your posters? You just wear suits or trousers, and actually, personally, since I was young, I often watch at the leaders. They wear smartly, they balance. I'm not saying trousers is bad, but they balance. They wear smart dresses, skirts, everything. Personally, even some of the lecturers, we copy from them. For example, lecturer Wamadu, she wears very smart, she balances, and we copy them. Now you want to be my leader. I'm just trying to check. Dress code matters. That is me, and I need your view.
Okay, thank you, Wamboi. Each a minute to compress the three questions.
To answer, I won't go in that order from the first question.
It's
Let me answer starting from the last question. From your last question about dressing, have you seen my current poster? It's a dress suit. Plus, if you've been seeing me around, I usually wear dresses. So for me, balancing, it's there for me. Okay, to the first question about why the vice president seat. For me, I went for this seat to create an awareness that also young people can go for this seat. Because I'm just a 2.1. My fellow candidates are third years.
Okay.
And then going for the presidential seat, that's the next step for me. So yes. What was your second question? Your second question.
I was asking, how are you accommodative to a man to come to your office?
Okay. For me, a manifesto that I haven't said is to offer mothering services to the school. In that, I'll be able to accommodate each and every person, since those seats weren't stated in the constitution that are specifically for a specific gender. So I'll be offering motherly services. In that, I'll be able to accommodate each and every person.
Thank you so much, Joy. Quinta, a minute.
Okay, so, all right, okay, thank you. So, concerning dressing, everybody has their own way of dressing, and I can ask, let me not engage the audience. So basically, on matters dressing, everybody has their own of dressing, but balancing is also very key, but it all depends on your perspective about how you want yourself to be dressed. And then the second thing was about the issue of being accommodative. As a vice president, I'm only there to represent the ladies, but I'm there to make sure that the student welfare. When I talk about student, it's all comrades. It's not only about the ladies only. And then concerning the last one was about? That's why I've answered that, because why this seat is because the vice president seat is the only seat that will allow me to take care of the welfare of the students, basically, because that is the major role of the vice president in that office. So it is the only seat, because if you look at the roles of the president, yes, he has his roles, the secretary general has his roles, but the vice president office is the office that will allow Quinta Gunda to take care of the welfare of the community.
Thank you. Petra?
Okay, to start with the last question, It's only in my posters that I don't do dresses, but physically to those who have seen me, those who have interacted with me, even on Monday I was in a dress, Saturday, Sunday I was in a dress. Yeah, so I balance. Okay, accommodating men. First of all, I want to say that even me, at times, I can't go to a man to express maybe whatever I'm feeling personally. No, we don't only need to deal with general issues, but at times personal. There's someone who will feel very comfortable to come to me and talk to me. But if you don't feel it comfortable, you can go to the president. And secondly, we deal with the students' welfare, not only for the ladies, but
Thank
men
you so
also
much.
in general.
Why the seat? Why the VP seat?
Okay. I said I love interacting with the comrades. And that's why I went for the seat, because it deals with the comrades directly.
Okay, thank you, Hamida.
Okay, thank you for the question. When I start with the first question, the vice presidency docket give me the opportunity to interact with every comrade, regardless of the gender. Second question, I think the only place that has signs that is in the toilet is when you get that this is ladies' toilet and men's toilet. When I become the vice president, everybody will be allowed to enter into my office.
Okay, thank you.
The
Dress
last,
code.
the dress code. Personally, I feel comfortable in a trouser. If I wear a dress at times, there are some effects that I get. So, but I do wear them. Only in my poster too, that you don't see the dresses. Thank you.
What kind of effects? What?
It is health.
Okay, thank you so much. Phoebe.
Thank you so much. My name is Phoebe, and I have a question to Hamida. You talked of partnering with companies around Thika, and maybe a question: how will you ensure that your welfare program are sustainable in the long term, even after your term in office ends? And another question to all of you is, in what ways do you intend to incorporate student feedback and into the decision-making process for welfare initiatives? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that question again. If I become the vice president, I'll maintain the welfare accommodation, and I know when I'll be retiring, there is that one person who will be also aspiring. I'll hold her hand and help and give her tactics on how to maintain, how my welfare will be maintained throughout.
Thank you. A minute.
Please repeat the last question.
The last question was, in what ways do you intend to incorporate student feedback into decision-making process for welfare initiatives?
Okay. You know, at times when we are in the office, we carry out some different events. That is where you get the opinions. Sitting down on a table, you get opinions, many opinions, and you never know which one to use. But sitting on a table with other people can help you understand whatever opinion will be best for whatever decision you want to make.
Thank you.
I will make sure that I incorporate the feedbacks from the students by ensuring that we bring their ideas on board and working on the ones that we feel can be incorporated in the agendas that we'll be bringing on the table.
Thank you.
Well, I've answered that question severally. Firstly, I say that I'm going to have a team that will be helping me out. Secondly, I answered that question when I was defining leadership. I say that you have to lower yourself to the level of the people you're serving, so that you be able to understand their issues and come with possible solutions. Thank you.
Thank you. To me, how you can get the feedback from the comrades, you can use questionnaires, you can take some papers, you give a sample of students, because you cannot print the questionnaires for the whole comrades, but you can use a sample to get what is going on the ground.
Okay, thank you so much. Our next question comes from Ivy.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. So my first question goes to Petra. You say that you'll open platforms that you'll use to communicate to the students. So I was wondering, which kind of platforms would you use? And also to all of you, like, how would you communicate to the students? Which form would you use to communicate to students? My next question goes to Joy. how do you plan to ensure regular communications between you and the students? Yeah. My next question goes to Joy. You were asked that what value would you bring to the students as Mkusa, and you said that you'll bring change to us as students. Like, what kind of changes will you bring to students?
I said, well, I don't know why you're not getting me clear, or rather you're not being keen, but I said it's providing a platform for change. Yes, I'll be bringing change. In that, I said I'll be working in collaboration with officers. That's how I'm going to bring the change that I was saying about. The other question was on how I'll maintain regular communication. Still back to what I said. I'll be having a team that will be helping me in making work easier. So have I answered your questions?
It's not clear. She means what channels are you going to use to reach the students at large?
Okay. If it's communication from the offices, specifically my office, we are all informed that we are having a registrar, specifically the academic registrar. So that's how information will be able to reach the students faster. Secondly, by having posters, if I'll be wanting to communicate on events. Thirdly, still having people on the ground.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that question was for everyone or just Joy? Okay, on communication matters, 30 seconds each.
Okay, on communication to the whole students, apart from using posters and everything, I can partnership with the journalism club, of which I've seen some videos trending at the city ground. So we can come here, you do a short video where students can be getting the information from at STC. That's TV.
Not talk about journalism club, you've brought about another issue. We have been facing objections. Some of you were not for this debate. So are you, how?
Actually, to me, I don't have problem because, as I've said, I love teamwork. Inclusivity is one of them. So by calling us for a debate, I guess that was a good thing that you did. And thank you for that, because people know competent leaders through these debates.
Okay, thank you so much. Quinta?
Having regular communication with all the students is basically through the class reps, because it is the class representatives who get to listen to the challenges that some of the students face. That is on all comrades. And then when you get to the part of the welfare that is regarding the accommodation, we do have as a vice president, I'm mandated to appoint hostel and floor representatives. Through these hostel and floor representatives, you'll still get to hear some of the challenges that these comrades are facing. That is how you get to maintain the communication with them, because through them you get to reach all the comrades. Thank you.
Thank you. Petra, 30 seconds.
Okay, we have WhatsApp groups that is general. It have students from all corners of Mount Kenya University. That is one, reaching them through those WhatsApp groups. And secondly, to all students, you can reach them through their class reps. Through the class reps, distributing that message through the class WhatsApp groups.
Okay, thank you.
Communication to all comrades will first start from the vice president down to the school rep to the class rep. Then we come to the floor representatives and the hostel representatives. Then the last one, I'll use the Mount Kenya University Journalism Club that will help me display the information at the city grounds. There you find that many comrades come and watch TVs, and there they'll find many announcements that I should display.
Thank you so much. The next question is from Nyangweso.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to issue some few issues in form of question. My name is Mark Okoth Nyangweso, Comrade President. My first question is going to all of you, and please, I'm requesting you to answer it so directly. How are you going to deal the first step you are going to take to help a comrade who is totally depressed? The first step you are going to take to help a comrade who is totally depressed. That's my first question. My second question. We know ladies, we normally have, we normally go through that cycle. Is it advisable to a lady to face a man when she's going to face that kind of problem? For example, I hope you know that there was a lady who openly asked, I don't know her, I've never heard of her, but she openly asked for me to air out or to help her out to achieve how she's going to maintain her hygiene. With this thing, I brought it to Mkusa original viewpoint. For those who are there, you saw it. The question now is this one. What advice can you give to a man if a lady ask him on the same? Lastly, it's going to Zura. You have told us that you reside within their cells. That is the schools of cells. And you have tried to convince us that the security there is at optimum. My question is this. Why are comrades staying within the ladies or cells, airing out their problem, especially to me? And you who is staying there, have you seen such kind of problems? If yes, what have you done? Or you are waiting to win for this docket is when you do something. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So each one of you is going to be given a minute to answer the first and the third question. The second question, we are going to answer it differently in another platform. So kindly, let's discuss the second question. Yes.
Okay. The first question was...
I'm totally depressed.
Okay.
The first step you're going to do to help me.
The very first step is personally to look for that person, and that's what I've been doing. To those, I've found several people kwa viewpoint. I usually go through those texts, and then napata mtu ame text saying that like that person needs a counselor immediately, and I've been DMing those people like instantly once I find that message, and those people get helped.
No, I'm not convinced. Can you get my question? The first, I've come, I'm with you, I'm totally depressed. The first thing you're going to do to help such a comrade, thank you.
Okay. Saying that, I'm a counseling psychology student, so it's to try and get to see this person, amefikia wapi, like the person to try and opening up to you. Am I communicating?
Okay, probably another one of them is going to give a fake answer. Quinta?
The first thing I'll do to Comrade's president is to give him a hug and make sure that the environment is accommodative for him and give him a listening ear. If he's willing to talk, then definitely the communication has to go through. But first, you have to give Comrade's president the environment to first feel like he can trust you with the information that he's going to give out.
Thank you. Petra?
Okay, I'm a certified counselor, and I think I can handle that. And if you're not satisfied, then I can refer you to the peer counselors who are around the school.
Thank you. Hamida?
Okay, thank you. First of all, I'll sit down with the depressed person and I listen to whatever they are going through. If they are willing to open up, if they are not, I'll just direct them to the therapist around the school.
Thank you so much. Now we come to Zukura. You answer the
First question about and your last.
Okay, you've come to me well depressed. As a therapist, first I have to make the environment conducive for you to trust, to give me the information. And as a peer counselor, when you give that person the conducive environment, and you are told that if the person is crying, you allow that person to cry until when he or she is done, that's when you'll start proceeding. Okay, you've said about the problems that most comrades are telling you. Which action have you taken when those students have told you? Then, the problems that you're saying.
Kindly, Zuhura, we don't need you to pose any question. We need you to give us answers.
Okay. The problem that you've said, it's about security. As per me, the way I've been in the hostel, the security is okay. Because for now, we even have CCTV, and everything is just fine on my side. So I don't know the security problems that you're saying.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we have exhausted the questions from the live audience, and we'd love to acknowledge that we have one of the member from the Commissioner's office. Probably we'll give him a minute or two to either air your views or pose any question to them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. One is to say I've loved the session, so interactive. The thing that I've not got clearly is how you will be so inclusive to all the genders. You've just said you'll listen to their view, but the inclusion part of how you'll include both, because I think there are only two dockets that is concerned about the welfare of the comrades. One is the entertainment, the other one is the VP's docket as per the constitution. So how are you going to include all the comrades in your agendas and in your workspace? Lastly, I want to welcome you all for the debate, the general debate that will be happening from tomorrow and Monday. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Give us 30 seconds to answer his question on equality and inclusivity. We start with you, Zuhura.
Okay, talking about inclusivity in my docket, you know, I'll work hand in, and as I've said, I work with a team, and the team includes both men and ladies. Like, I work with both. I don't neglect any person. So once I'm elected, the things that I'll work on, like the last regime, they were more mostly focusing on ladies forum. What I'll also include men's forum so that we engage all of us.
Okay, thank you, Joy.
Thank you. I say that I'll provide a platform for change in that I'm going to work with different offices or various offices. I gave an example with the clubs and associations coordinator, in that will be impacting, or rather helping comrades to at least gain independency in their various faculties in relation to the causes they are doing. Thank you.
On inclusivity on the men, Agunda Quinta is a leader who is basically working on student. When I say student, it means all comrades. So bringing sessions where all comrades can be catered for is one of the ways where we can all be included. And personally, I'm planning to work hand in hand with everyone, including the delegates who are going to win those elections and even all the comrades at large, to ensure that everybody feels part of that office. If in any case any of them will feel left out, I'll be accountable.
I think if we say the welfare of the comrades, we mean both ladies and men, meaning doing something about their health. We're not only going to do things dealing with ladies, but men and ladies. Thank you.
Going on inclusivity, as right now as I'm speaking, my team comprises of both ladies and gentlemen. That means I'm going to include everyone during my regime.
Okay, thank you. Quinta, you have something?
Yes, and to add on whatever thing we are saying here, as a vice president, you're only there to represent the ladies, but your main role is to foster the student welfare.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we are coming to the end of this interview, so I'll give each one of you a minute to probably say something you feel like you've left out or something you'd love to emphasize on, and talk to the comrades of Mount Kenya University. I'll start with you, Hamida.
Okay, I want to first thank you for the opportunity that you have given unto us this moment. We are grateful for you calling us here for a debate, or rather an interview. I want now to address the comrades. Leader Amida, I'm going for the vice presidency docket. I'm sincerely seeking for your support, and if you support me, I'm super sure that everything that I've aired out today will be achieved, and that is a promise. If not, then I'll be accountable for that. I'll finish by airing out my slogan, that is leader ni leader, and the last thing is true greatness is not measured by what we achieve, but measured by the service we give to others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hamida.
Amadipo Petra. Sober leadership is my slogan, and advocating for integrity, transparency, and accountability. Elect me as your vice president, and all shall be well. Thank you.
My parting shot first to the coordinators who did this for us is that we are so much grateful. Thank you for having us here for this debate. At least we get to learn some of the things that we need to work on and where we really, really need to work on. So to my viewers and to the audience, my name is Quinta Agunda, an aspirant in the Vice President docket. Choose a leader who will listen to you, a leader who will provide solution, and a leader who will always be there for all of you. So the hashtag is Inuka Nayo, tunainuka na Agunda na agenda ni moja. It's Inua Comrade Initiative. Kindly support. It's Quinta Agunda for Vice President. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thumbs up for each and every person that provided this platform for awareness. Thank you for each and every person who is present here. And thank you all to my fellow candidates. And what I'd love to say is that let's stand with new vision, new direction, and a transformative leadership for change. My name is Joy Nyamvula, candidate for the Vice President seat, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You do not have to be great to start. You have to start to become great. Thank you for this debate. It has really encouraged me. So, my name is Zuhura Hamad Kibwana. My motto is a force of positivity, ready to change words into action. My core values: responsibility, accountability, and responsibility. For the audience that are listening to us and watching us, I'm humbly asking for your support in this crucial moment. For your support, you have to register as voters for you to elect the delegates. And to all delegates, I'm still asking for your support. Zuhura Hamad, that's my name, aspiring candidate, Vice President docket. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. We really love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for availing yourselves, despite time being a limiting factor. I'm hoping that this was actually an eye-opener to each one of you, and that for the stones you feel that have been left unturned, you're going to turn them and touch on them on the upcoming debate, as mentioned by the Commissioner. Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best. And to our viewers, asanteni sana. It's been the third day of the interviews, and we're winding up with the vice chairpersons. Thank you for staying tuned, and we're hoping that you're going to make a wise selection for the next phase of the vice chairperson Mkusa 2025. It has been a production brought to you by Talanta MKU, as per produced by Rising Tide Media. Thanking the Almighty, also thanking the school administration, and also thanking each one of us for making this production a success. Till we see tomorrow for the hot seat. Tomorrow we'll be meeting with the presidents at 10 a.m. I'm sure you don't want to miss this. So kindly share the link widely and share the gospel tomorrow.
Well, you've heard it from the aspiring vice presidents here at the journalism studios here. The Rising Tide has made this production possible, and to every crew and member who has made this production possible, thank you so much. And to the live audience, once again, thank you for maintaining the peace. Tomorrow, as my co-moderator said, we are facing off with the host seat, the highest office in the Mkusa Council. Have a lovely evening. My name is Monene John.
I have been your moderator, Elizabeth Mongai. Asanteni sana.
Hello, my fellow comrades. My name is Joy Nyamvula, Dodipo Petra, pursuing Bachelor in Education Science, and I'm an aspirant in the Vice President docket, and I'll be attending the grand debate
organized by the Mount Kenya University Journalism students.
And I hope to see you there. I'll be attending. See you there.
Thank you.